If you saw the title of the video, then you know what we're doing. So let's jump right into it, and if you want to check it out, the pre-release demo is free on itch. So we're set off in a parallel universe with a really unique die crafting system that uses special and changeable plants and animals while using what's called evolutions to unlock innate weird abilities or just power them up more. You can literally change every face of your die to create strange synergies with your teams. It really makes you feel like the dice are yours. And you can unlock various abilities as well throughout the game that just affect you the whole time. It's really weird to explain, to be honest, but you can just trust me that it's a pretty solid system and it's really fun. It definitely needs some more balancing because my die shouldn't have beat it on my first try while just trying to poke around and see what might blow up. That's more for everybody else to go ahead and play test and try and balance, because aside from the coffee and ants, it's not like it's out of control. It's this really interesting world that they've built here, but I feel like it's just not trying to tell me its story. This is a pre-release version, so can't hate on him too hard for not having a full story out yet. But he looks like he has a full story ready to go. I don't know, I'm confused. But again, it's a free demo, so I don't even feel like I should have to explain this to you. It's all just things you can go try for yourself. Even though it is pretty damn interesting and fun, there's always room for improvement. So let's stop f***ing around and just get this die rolling. Why are we trying to be less immersive? Shouldn't we feel more a part of this world? It's a deep tactical game where you strategically customize teams of dice. And nothing about the gameplay is actually fast-paced. There's not like a timer or anything. You can just go quickly if you want. But I can do that in basically any game other than like Mario Party. And I mean, you can just interlace the lore throughout all these different experiences. I wound up coming across multiple or like the same or similar and just break them or mix them up and find a way to make them fresh every time. Why not make them so that you can lock ones we've experienced away for the rest of our run so it can never feel stale? Or even better, make it a progression. We level up the experience when we happen to find them multiple times in a run, unlocking nothing more than deeper lore perhaps, but it just takes us some luck and determination. The current experiences are too strong anyway, at least the ones that allow all your dudes to evolve. That one just happens way too, if it happens early, you can win. I think it'd be neat if we just showed up to a place, nothing even that interesting needs to happen, but maybe we just maybe this guy happens to find an anthill and tells us a story about ants. Maybe we just go fishing or something, or find a plant and guy's like, I love this plant, it was my first plant. I don't know, just give us, way more. And the more you can make me feel like I'm a part of the world, the better the experience would be. Now the art is really good, it's better than I can do for sure. But I do feel like we're not using it appropriately everywhere, and I'll cover why. So, pixel art moves on 2s while the rest of everything is on 1s. Vectors are smooth and modern, pixels are chunky and retro. Pixel art and vector art rarely ever mix well. It's generally acceptable for like a pixel game to have vector UI, but that's generally just for readability, but it's never really mixed up unless there's like a very specific reason. So all of these animations should probably be hand-drawn, and that's obviously no easy task. I am pretty good at art, but I am a god-awful animationist. But I do have a really neat little trick for how to fix it. But first, I don't know what's going on with the die faces, because these look like vectors here, but look like raster images in game. I assume it's probably compression or scaling. If you're not working with SVGs, just make sure you're saving them at the exact right size they will be in the game, and ensure consistent thickness across the outlines for like just a really nice consistency. Also the cactus is cut off. But anyway, I learned more video editing tricks so I could show you this. I'm proud of it, but it's a very version of what you'd actually have in the game. Because you'd still be able to have crisp, clean pixel art so long as it's the right size and fits on the pixel grid correctly. And all that I've done here is lowering the resolution of all of the art behind the UI. Well, I mean, the UI that I kept, because like I was kind of just, I wasn't going to spend forever clipping out every piece from the video. Anyway. You could even lower the FPS on just the enemy motions, and then it would really sell that it's also pixel art. And I applied a very slight RGB split. It's like the part of the CRT overlay that doesn't warp the screen. But anyway, that was just my idea. The images here are hands down the most important piece of art, and we're not really supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I definitely do. On Steam, the big one's pretty good, but our little one's not really that legible. Probably just expanding this graphic to be a bit larger. On the itch one, we have just way too much empty, bright sky with none of these little side bits, and that kind of makes the characters and the background the main focal point. And we really need that to be like the name of the game. I think the cover should honestly just be this and the dice. And then you could like replace the things with the animals. Anyway, not here to tell you what to art. I'm just trying to help you get the most with it. The most satisfying part about rolling dice is rolling dice. It's a hard animation. I couldn't do it myself. I'm not a good animator, as we've discussed. But there is this free asset from itch.io that you just have to credit them. But I feel like die rolling feels a lot better, you know? We definitely need to add some buffering between the things we do, because, I mean, we move so fast between the boss being defeated into the next screen that the damage numbers are still showing, and it removes some of the satisfaction from killing these guys. Sometimes the victory screen feels like a jump scare because I didn't even know I was about to win. And the UI is not really supposed to be the thing that freaks you out ever, you know? Unless I didn't see it, which is entirely possible. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't believe there's an undo button anywhere, so unless there's some reason why we wouldn't pass the turn when we're all out of this diced juice, just pass the turn. If I hit 0, just make it his turn. And I just assume you're gonna make a tutorial, right? I would assume as much. Just making sure we're doing a tutorial. Skippable tutorial, of course, but still. Bye.